played well? Let's talk about the positives because they
Yeah.
almost won and they're 5-1 and they could win out and win the Super Bowl. So who played well?
I actually got a lot of people, right? We talked about Jordan Mason. I think Jordan Mason continues to play well. Every time he gets an opportunity, he steps up. Jordan Mason is playing really, really good ball. Randy Gregory, who just got an opportunity to play for the 49ers, his first time ever. You said 30% of the snaps. He got a sack. He was applying pressure. He did a really good job. Ray, give Ray the ball on offense, man. 2 runs, 23 yards, 11.5 yards per carry. They need to put Ray's explosive, right? He's not a yak guy, but he's quick and shifty. And it's different element that the 49ers really don't have from anyone else. Diamador Lenore, he slipped and gave up the biggest play of the season, but that happens. People slip. But he bounced back, got that interception. I thought that was huge. Fred Warner is making an argument for the best player on this 49ers defense. He's the MVP of the defense to me right now so far this year. I think Hufanga played great. Defense in general. And I want to give a shout out to Isaiah Oliver, who is slowly growing on me. He mixes it up. He's a good tackler. Isaiah Oliver's growing over me. I noticed him yesterday as well.
That's a long list. That's a long list. I mean, Diamador Lenore fell on one route. That was rough. Give up a 58-yard catch.
Yeah.
Also had a great interception. He redeemed himself. He's quite a playmaker.
Yeah.
Fred Warner didn't play great against the run, but he had a pick too. One of the best coverage linebackers I've ever seen. Can't praise anyone on the offensive line, man. They got punked.
Yeah.
But you mentioned Jordan Mason, Ray McCloud. At least Ayuk was clutch at the end. That's a good point. Was Brock clutch at the end or was Ayuk clutch at the end? That catch and run was one of his best of his career.
Yeah.
Probably the most clutch thing he's ever done.
Right. There was no amazing throws from Brock at the end, if we're being honest. There was no oh wow, look at Brock saving the day. He threw it to a wide open Ayuk, and Ayuk took it downfield for 20-something yards. Yeah.
He was off big time. Big time.
Yeah. So Ayuk came in through clutch. Hufanga always looks good. He has some really good tackles. He looks a lot faster than you would think. So Hufanga, I thought, played well as well. I think Hufanga led the team in tackles yesterday.
Yeah, Hufanga's a really good player.
Yeah.
It's just funny, though. Without Dre Greenlaw on the field, that defense seems not mean at all.
Yeah.
It's just, Bosa's chill. Armstead's pretty laid back. And Warner's so professional and grown up and mature. And Hufanga's so nice.
Yeah.
I mean that in a bad, sorry, Talanoa. But you know what I'm saying?
In a good way.
He is he smiles all the time.
Right. Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Dre Greenlaw, I feel like, has a switch that he flips that no one else can.
He's nasty.
Himself. He's nasty.
He inflicts the pain. He makes people think twice.
You need that guy.
Yeah, you need him.
You need that guy. Even in today's NFL where you're not really supposed to have him. And that's why Dre Greenlaw gets so many 15-yard penalties because people are like, hey, man, you're not allowed to do that anymore. And he's like, they want me to. I'm sorry.
He's an enforcer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Ward is good, but he did get mossed yesterday. Ward did get mossed yesterday.
I feel like yesterday was a really important day for the Dre Greenlaw Appreciation Fan Club. We all realized yesterday what he brings to this defense. He doesn't get any credit. It's so weird. I don't know. The Niners could do a better job of promoting certain players.
Yeah.
Dre Greenlaw's in that Jimmy Ward abyss where they just don't promote him. They keep signing him. They like him, but they don't talk about him. They don't bring him to post-game press conferences. He's just there. And he doesn't get the accolades as a result. Jimmy Ward never got the accolades. You kind of either need to toot your own horn or have the team toot your horn. And when after every game it's Fred Warner at the podium, he's going to get the All-Pro honors. You make him the captain. He talks for the team.
I got that.
Really important. Really important. Yeah. He's never been to a Pro Bowl. He needs some recognition on a great defense. Look what they are without him.
They only seem to promote the polished, professional personalities, the 3 Ps. You got to have that polished professional personality for them to promote you is what it seems like.
Polished professional personality.
Right. That's what it seems like.
You got to be real corporate.
Yeah. You got to have that image. And Greenlaw, Greenlaw's fine. He's a great guy, nice guy when you talk to him. But he's not the businessman like Fred Warner, the public speaker. He's not the polite Talanoa
He's not the
Hufanga.
Harvard graduate.
Yeah,
Not the
yeah.
Harvard graduate like Kyle Juszczyk.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah. They seem to. It's like I don't know. It seems like they
He's real
purposely do that.
though. He's
Yeah.
real. You can't bring
Yeah.
someone who's real to the podium. Like he's not gonna he's not gonna say something bad. He's not like that. He's just
Right. He's a good dude.
I don't understand. He's a good dude. What's the problem?
Right.
Jimmy Ward was in the same boat. Like, why not? You
Right.
need him. You like him.
Right.
But you don't talk about him.
Yeah.
Anyway,
How many guys? How many guys have a little bit of that are not what's the word? A little bit of edge to them. How many guys do they bring to the podium that got a little bit of edge to them? How often?
None. Who has a little bit of edge? Travarius Ward never goes to the podium. I don't know, Javon Hargrave, he might. We wouldn't know. He never goes to the podium. Kinlaw never goes to the podium. And then who else has a little bit of edge?
49ers try to not even get those guys on the team, honestly. Those kind of
yeah.
guys. Yeah.
Meanwhile, when Harbaugh was the coach, it was like every single player. Was like trying to outdo the other one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Teron Lewis says, if Brock Purdy's a top 10 quarterback, like many are saying, we should be able to win without CMC with all these other weapons.
I think we're going to find out. I don't think I would be surprised if CMC plays against the Vikings. So we'll find out against Minnesota, but their defense is trash.
Errol Tolbert says, where was Ronnie Bell? I was expecting Ronnie Bell to play when Debo went down. But I think Ronnie Bell is an X. I think he's a split end. So I think he's Ayuk's backup. And I think Ray is Debo's backup because they're more like gadget players. That's my guess. That they just put up the next flanker. Brother Bob says, I like Brock Purdy, but a lot of his 4 TDs versus Dallas were wide open. He had a wide open Christian McCaffrey for a touchdown in this game and missed him. To Gold Rush.
Yeah, the fact is Kyle Shanahan dials up wide open receivers constantly. I mean, this is not me just saying this, but Brock Purdy last year and this year has been throwing to the most wide open receivers in the NFL statistically, factually. Yes.
Yeah. The Gold Rush 561 says D-line tied for 15th in sacks. Did not expect that after 6 games.
I think a lot of that is them teams knowing what the 49ers got, and they're getting rid of the ball quickly. They're game planning for this D-line. I think they're better than the numbers are showing right now, and it'll even out throughout the season. But I think teams are ready for that. They're like, get the ball out quick. Nick Bosa is coming for you. They got Hargrave. Like they know what the 49ers are bringing. So I think the teams they're facing are prepared for that.
Also, just watching the tape, I could be wrong, but it feels like Steve Wilks is sort of making it more of a point of emphasis, a controlled rush. Stay in your rush lanes. Don't rush past the quarterback. Keep him in the pocket. It's okay if we don't sack him because we're going to bring so much pressure. There'll be so many bodies around him. Eric Armstead's 6'8", that he's going to just check it down and he's not going to hurt us. So what you don't want is him to scramble outside the pocket and get the ball down the field or run. And I think there's some of that going on from what I've seen watching the tape. And I'm, such an expert when I watch.
Well, maybe he's saving it for the playoffs. I don't know. But I would like to see more press man coverage because that would help them get to the quarterback too. If you were clogging some of these passing lanes a little bit more with, maybe they're off the route a little bit more. They're playing a little bit of a soft zone defensively in pass coverage. And I think that's also another reason why quarterbacks are able to get the ball out quickly.
Correct. Keith Murphy, Dallas missed Cooper. Glad he's in Cleveland. Dallas is so clueless. Quincy Van Vleck says, sup with Lenore outplaying Ward. Ward looks lost. I don't know, man. I mean, Lenore's hungry. Is Ward? I don't know. He's not looking like it. Lenore's hungry. Keith Murphy. Remember when everybody wanted to trade Greenlaw? Keith Murphy says, Debo isn't polite. LOL. I feel he gets shine.
He's learning, though. Debo's learning. He's learning. He's getting brushed up on that. He's on that show with Kay Adams every week now. I think they're purposely trying to refine Debo a little bit.
There you go. My egotistic aura says Sam Darnold wins that game. Okay. Dazza says going to the game, BP had only played 2 minutes being down at points, and he's always had CMC.
Hey, what? So here's the thing.
Brock Purdy's career? 2 minutes?
Brock Purdy has never lost a game that he started and finished with CMC. Right? He lost this one.
Right.
Yeah.
CMC didn't finish it, though. All day, every day. Kim says Trey Lance is laughing his ass off. Oh, you can't throw a wet ball, and it was only sprinkling in one half. It's true. It wasn't even raining in the second half. Brother Bob says we need Moody to get injured, and we can sign Gold.
No,
He was injured
no,
earlier in the year.
no, brother Bob. Don't say those things.